Welcome back. Students across Missouri returning to the classroom. One thing students can always count on every year is standardized testing. Missouri Capitol Bureau reporter Hannah Falcon asks, is it worth it?
Parents and educators alike are starting to question whether standardized testing is really worth the stress it places on students.
I think what a lot of people don't realize is that standardized testing is just a snapshot of one day in the life of a student.
Educators like Todd Fuller with the Missouri State Teachers Association are souring on standardized testing. MAP scores for the 2023-2024 school year show small improvements. While the math scores are now surpassing pre-pandemic achievements, English and language arts are still suffering, showing a decline. But are the benefits of standardized testing worth the stress on students?
And by the time you finish testing, there isn't much time left in the school year to really do much of anything else.
One mother I spoke with over the phone tells me her son struggles with test anxiety and ADHD. Annie Mauser was unavailable for an interview, but says that as she sends her 10-year-old son off for another school year, the stresses of testing get more challenging. Fuller says the time spent on testing could be spent catering the curriculum to students' needs instead.
So there's a large amount of time taken away from what could be curriculum or time for a teacher to spend on a particular subject that they're not getting the opportunity to do.
There could soon be options for school districts to move away from standardized testing. The Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education started considering alternatives to MAP testing last year. Reporting in Columbia, I'm Hannah Falcon, WGEM News.